Kunja Bihari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Gopijana Vallabha Girivardhari.
Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradari.
Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana.
Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana.
Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana.
Nandana Vrajajana Ranjana.
Yamunatira Vanachari.
Yamuna Tira Vanachari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadrama.
Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Jagannatha, Baladeva, Jaya Subhadrama.
Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai.
Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva.
Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva.
Jaya Jaya Guru Dev, Guru Dev, Guru Dev, Guru Dev.
Jaya Jaya Guru Dev, Guru Dev, Guru Dev, Guru Dev.
जय जय गौर निताई की जय हो, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, गुरु महाराज की जय हो। राधा कृष्ण चंद्र की जय हो। जगन्नाथ बल्लभ सुभद्रा महाराज की जय हो। ऑल द assembled वैष्णवास की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। हाँ सर। हाँ। So reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 1. The Supreme Lord is equal to everyone. And the shlok number 22. Shri Bhadrayani Vacha
श्रीभद्रायणिर्वाच
Rajanastadvacha Akarne
राजनस्तद्वच आकर्ण्य
Narado Bhagavan Rishi
नारदो भगवान् ऋषि
Tushta Praha Tam Avasya
तुष्टप्राह तम् आभाष्य
Shanavatyas Shanavatyas Tad Sadha Katha.
शृण्वत्यास्तद् सदा कथ कृष्ण।
Translation Srila Prabhupada. Shri Shukdev Goswami said, after hearing the request of Maharaj Yudhishthira, Narad Muni, a most powerful spiritual master who knew everything, was very pleased. Thus he replied in the presence of everyone taking part in the yajna. So Shukdev Goswami said, after hearing the request of Maharaj Yudhishthira, Narad Muni, the most powerful spiritual master who knew everything, was very pleased. Tushta Praha Tam Abhashya. He was pleased. Thus he replied in presence of everyone taking part in yajna. Okay. So, okay, so next shloka, text number 23. Shri Naradu Vacha Nindan Stava Satkara Nikara Artham Kalevaram Pradhana Parayo Rajan Avivekana Kalpitam. The great sage Shri Narad Muni, Shri Narad Ji said, O king, blasphemy and praise, chastisement and respect are experienced because of ignorance. The body of the conditioned soul is planned by the Supreme Lord, by the Lord, for suffering in the material world through the agency of the external energy. The blasphemy and praise, they are experienced because of ignorance. The body is the conditioned soul for suffering here. Purport by Divine Grace, Bhagavad Gita 18.61, 18 chapter 61. It is said, Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam Hidaya Desha Arjuna Tishtati. Brahmayan sarva bhutani yat yantra runani maya. The Supreme Lord is situated in everyone's heart, O Arjuna, and is directing the wanderings of all living entities who are seated as on a machine made up of material energy. A material body is manufactured by the external energy according to the direction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. A material body is manufactured by the external energy according to the direction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The conditioned soul, being seated on this machine, wanders throughout the universe. And because of his bodily conception of life, he only suffers. And because of his bodily conception of life, he only suffers. Actually, the suffering of being blasphemed and the enjoyment of being praised, the acceptance of a good welcome or of chastisement by harsh words are felt in the material conception of life. But since the body of Supreme Personality of Godhead is not material, but Sachidananda Vigraha is unaffected by the insults or greetings, blasphemy or prayers. Being always unaffected and complete, he does not feel extra pleasure when offered nice prayers by the devotee. Although the devotee benefits by offering prayers to the Lord. Indeed, the Lord is very kind to his so-called enemy, because one who always thinks of the personality of Godhead as an enemy also benefits, although he thinks of the Lord adversely. If a conditioned soul thinking of the Lord as an enemy or a friend somehow or other becomes attached to the Lord, he receives great benefit. Very nice. Omajnana Timrandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshunlitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Sarupa Damodar Swamiti Namine Namasa Bhaktimanaya Manipurodhavaya Cha Srila Prabhupada Lasatwani Pracharya Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamiti Namine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shiva Sadi Gaur Bhaktivinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Jai Gantramashya Bhagavatam Ki Jai. So with obeisances to all our Vaishnavas assembled in Zoom in this online thing. So this verse, Badrayani Vacha. So Badrayani is Shukdev Goswami, the son of Badrayani, Vyasadeva. So he is the son of Vyasadeva himself, the compiler of all the Vedic literatures. The expansion of the Supreme Lord, he is son of that personality, Shukdev Goswami. So he is not an ordinary being. So Shukdev Goswami is explaining uh, as per the questions of Parikshit Maharaj. uh, and he's citing this incident of uh, Yudhishthira Maharaj and Narad Muni. So, even the great personalities, advanced personalities, they always depend, praise, or appreciate, or recall the, the other Vaishnavas, the other great personalities. That is a quality. That is a quality of uh, greatness. So he's citing the incident, the the thing which happened between conversation with Narad Muni and Yudhishthira Maharaj. So this we can learn how they are always appreciative and of other Vaishnavas. Our mind is completely 180-degree opposite side. How to find problems with other Vaishnavas? You see, they're completely 180-degree. Bhagavatam and our mind is on different axis. So slowly we have to align from minus x-axis to the plus x-axis. It's fully negative. Every step, every thought, every direction, every endeavor internally is full of opposite direction. And this looks like a very comfortable home for our mind, our intelligence. Because of tremendous impurities. So, Narad Muni, so he's citing another great personality, is a amazing personality, Sri Narad Muni. And here it is addressed, Narado Bhagavan Rishi. See, Bhagavan is a very powerful. Bhagavan is also used for him. So this is the quality of the devotees. They become very powerful. Why? Because power comes from the Lord, who is all powerful. So they depend on the Lord, they become very, very powerful. So what is the meaning of powerful? Means what it means. Or they say rich, very rich person, very great person, very powerful person. So how come devotees, the exalted Vaishnavas are very powerful, very rich, very great? Why? If you see, normally they have nothing much actually. Some set of clothes and no material position, no faculty position, no big PhDs, uh, no CEO of a company with thousands of employees and money, infrastructure. They have nothing actually, but still, Narad Muni, what he has? Does he own any Microsoft or any big thing? But they are said to be Bhagwan. So how come devotees of Lord become very powerful? That's very important to understand. Why they are so rich? What is their richness? What is their power? So, uh, their power is complete dependence on the Lord, who is all powerful. And since they are uh, completely connected to Him, devoted to Him, dependent on Him, directed by Him, they become very powerful. So, in worldly sense, it may look uh, very small, but they have crossed this all the powers of this world. What are the powers of this world? You become a big man or last Brahmaji, the CEO of this universe. So whole universe is directing our Brahmaji. So the power, you can become very powerful, starting from you become a small chief of a small little group of 5 people. Then you become a community big group. Then you become district group, minister group, prime minister group, and then American whole world, and then different planets and all like that. And then you go up to Brahmaji. So that power, so they are very powerful because they have crossed all the powers of this world. They become very powerful. That is why. Why? Because they are dependent on that Lord who is above this world. So they become more powerful in this place. Uh, Also, they become powerful because they have lost attraction for useless things of this world, which only frustrates a person, depresses a person, puts his mind in a unnecessary anxieties, worries, and depression. You want to get something, and either you are not eligible for that, or if you get, you will not be satisfied because you want more, because matter cannot satisfy the living being. Cannot, cannot. Whatever one tries, he cannot satisfy. Matter cannot satisfy. Matter means everything, living, non-living. Any material relationships will not able to satisfy because they are going to bound to break. So they are not interested here. That's why they remain very peaceful. Their mind is fixed, and that's why they become very powerful. They crosses the unnecessary dualities of this world. Supreme Lord is already above, and devotees, being dependent on Him by regularly connecting to Him, is deeply connected to Him, they also become powerful and above these things. They are not interested. So that is why Bhagavan, Narada Bhagavan Rishi is a very, very powerful. So we have to learn this. We have to ourselves learn this. From their examples, from their katha, from their inclinations, you can see how they are inclined. So Narad Muni is very happy because he knows the heart of Yudhishthira Maharaj. Yudhishthira Maharaj, whom the Lord is walking, the Pandavas, they are not ordinary personality. They are not like uh, people like us whose minds are fully absorbed in matter. Lord is walking personally with them. So he knows the heart, yeah, of Yudhishthira Maharaj. Their doubts, their questions are on a different platform completely, not like really a doubt. They cannot tolerate even a slight blasphemy of the Supreme Lord. They cannot tolerate. So they put these questions, and also they want to hear about the Lord. Lord is sitting, Lord knows. He just Narad Muni knows. All the devotees will know. For devotees, it doesn't remain hidden. So, so Narad Muni is replying to Yudhishthira Maharaj that, well, Yudhishthira Maharaj, this bodily conception, Lord is beyond this bodily conception. That's the idea. But you see, this bodily conception is very strong, very, very strong, stamped in our minds. It takes time to get rid of it. Like cleaning a utensil. Takka, 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 takka. You clean, like gold, you clean. It has become like a stamp. So, bodily conception. So, because of this bodily conception, our thought process is completely materialized, completely tainted. Everything we think in terms of matter. Oh, this devotee is from West India. Oh, that is a German devotee. That is devotee, even in the same state. Oh, he's from northern side of the state. He's from this country, and this country also is from south. And he's from east. You know, we are all from eastern side. Bodily conception very strong. So these are offenses. One should be careful. Very offensive. Means offensive. What is offense means? Offense means you are blocking your own progress in the spiritual journey, and also getting into trouble. So, Vaishnava hi jati buddhi. There is a verse in Padam Puran, very nice verse. Prabhupada explains that counseling you might have already heard from our other Maharajas, other devotees, that considering deity of the Lord like a good considering Vaishnavas jati buddhi from this caste, this place, this country, this state. So these are bodily conception, very strong. When we think, when we plan, when we do activity, we think in that terms. Oh, he is a Tamil speaking person, Tamil speaking devotee. So like this. Devotees doesn't belong. They have no interest here. Their only interest is Supreme Lord. Only one business. No second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Unlimited. Avayasatmika buddhi. Unlimited goals in life. They have only one business. So we have to try to get away from this bodily conception of life, to get up, rise our thought process, our consciousness by involvement in this spiritual journey, in this process. That way, we become very peaceful. Why it is said, bodily conception brings a lot of depression. Oh, he is doing like this to me because I am from this state, because from this place, from this I am like this. This brings a lot of suffering to the mind. And remember, we all know the suffering of mind is more than the suffering of the body. So the person unnecessarily suffers. So that's why Narad Muni is mercifully, lovingly, is directly attacking the root that these conceptions, these questions, this doubt is arising because of the bodily conception of life. Even the devotees who are dependent on him, are related to him, are beyond what to say of the Lord himself. Those who gets in touch with him, they get beyond what to say of him. So there is a question of any partiality. Very beautiful. Means Narad Muni is he always goes to the core and just cuts off. Cuts off. So uh, it may not happen in a day. Gradually, we have to progress. And also, one should not see the past of the Vaishnavas. He was born there. He was born in this family. This is also offense. Offense because one will not able to progress. His mentality is he is born from this place, this state. He was doing such and such. No, no. Then you will not get benefit of the association of the Vaishnava. Then association is only namesake. Just sitting nearby is not the association. Mosquitoes also sit, flies also sit nearby. So one should be careful, and then he will get a proper benefit of this association. So that is why Naradu is explaining that this blasphemy and praise, they are basically out of bodily conception of life, ignorance. So it's a great lesson, and we pray that our heart slowly improves, our consciousness evolves, and that way the problems of our which are actually inside us, they will fade away, they'll go away. You become very jubilant and start dancing like our devotees dance in the kirtan, very high, rising up, and you become fully jolly. Tushtati. Tushtati ja lamanti cha. You become very jolly, happy. And otherwise, if you are in these conceptions, you become very morose. This person is trying to put me down. That person is doing that. You become so focus on the service of the Supreme Lord, scientific devotional service. Then one will be very happy by the blessings of Sripad Maharaj. So we'll stop here today. Our health has a lot of limitation, and this much we can share. There are a lot of things here, and I think there are other Maharajas, other devotees, Vaishnavas who will enlighten more later. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Thank you for this enlightening class. Yeah, so shall we take questions, Maharaj? Or
We can take 2 questions
okay,
maximum.
or we'll
If
Madhav
they,
Prabhu.
okay.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dhanavad Pranam.
Danvar Pranam Nil Madhava.
My question is like, what is the difference between liking, disliking, and partiality and impartiality? Hare Krishna.
What is difference between liking?
Liking, disliking, and partiality and impartiality.
Liking and disliking, partial, means you want to differentiate between these two groups.
Yes, Maharaj.
Okay, because there are 4 words there. Liking, disliking, and partiality, impartiality. Uh, uh, well, when the heart is very impure, uh, you like certain things and you don't like certain things. And because you like certain things, you become partial for that. So, when the heart is not, heart is pure, and one is properly situated in his heart, in his consciousness, then there is no liking and disliking to anything of this world. What is worth here? You are working so hard for something, and in a second it is gone. In a second it is gone. 1 second. Where's the question of liking anything here or disliking anything? Anybody also. You know, the person who was very friendly today, after a few years you don't know, he become the greatest enemy. So this world is a amazing place, very amazing place. Like the soul is very amazing, material energy also of the Lord, which the combination of mind and speculation, all this becomes very amazing. So, liking and dislikings are based on the one's consciousness. So, what is actually the correct platform? Correct platform is given by Sri Rupa Goswami in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Yukta Vairagya. This is a platform for all the devotees, for all of us. Both words are important, not one word. Don't take just one word. If you take one word, it will be a problem. Yukta is also important, Vairagya is also important. So Yukta means he does not reject anything. But does that mean liking? No. Vairagya is there. He is not attached to it here in this world. So that's why combination. He is liking as well as not liking, which is logically defeating. So that is why the spiritual domain is beyond logic. Logic will fail after some time. The core thing, the deeper things. But it is used in the beginning to help us because our mind is conditioned by logic, intelligence. So, Yukta means because everything is connected to the Supreme Lord, so it should be used in His service. Vairagya means I am not interested in anything here. But that doesn't mean I leave everything here. Like some people, like you might have heard some sadhus, they don't touch money. They don't touch rupiah, money. This is not our culture. Everything is coming from the Lord. So the problem is it is not for my indriya bhog. It is for the Supreme Lord's glorification. The problem is not in the money. The problem is in my consciousness. Is the energy of the Lord. So that's why Yukta Vairagya. Our platform is neither we have to attach to anything in this world, nor we have to use anything anything to use for our own indriya bhog. Use it for the glorification of the Lord, for service to the Master. That's all. So that's why liking and disliking both comes in. So a true person, that is why a devotee is beyond both of them, liking and disliking. Clear? He's only interested in the Lord.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Maharaj. I understood liking and disliking, but where this partiality and impartiality roots, like I couldn't understand that.
Partial. Yeah. Partiality means, what is partiality? You are giving favor to somebody, right? And not giving favor to somebody else, right? That's what partiality means. Yes or no?
Yes.
When you will give favor to somebody, something, yeah, you like, then when you like something, right or not?
Yeah. But sometimes we even also give support which we don't like also.
Support is different. Partiality is different. Partiality has a negative connotation. Support is different. Like Krishna is giving support to everybody in this world, atheists, demons. He is providing a place to stay, air to breathe. Everybody. If Krishna is if Krishna would have been impartial, our Richard Dawkins would have been here. Just after birth, he would have died. So like this, it is not partiality. Impartiality is very simple. It is born of these impurities here, impure consciousness. So that is why it is said in Bhagavad Gita, na? Brahmana, that verse, na? He sees everybody equal. The God. So what to the Supreme Lord, who is the source of all of us, who is the foundation of our life. So there is no question of partiality, impartiality. In the spiritual dimension, there are different things are there, but we are talking here of this material world. So we can easily understand. Okay, that much.
Yeah. Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
We may conclude.
Huh?
Shall
What
we
happened?
conclude, Maharaj? Or
Oh yeah, okay, we can.
shall we conclude?
Yeah, okay, we can conclude. That's enough. Yeah, it puts pressure on the. Okay, so any other point? No other point now, na? From
No,
anybody? Okay, so we close for today. Gantha Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Shila
Jai.
Narad Muni ki jai, Yudhishthira Maharaj ki jai,
Jai.
Allah Assembled Vaishnavas ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Jai. Hare Krishna. His Holiness Bhakti Swarup Rajendra Kumar Swami Guru Maharaj ki jai. Thank you all for joining. See you all in tomorrow's class at 7:30. Hare Krishna.